Thanks for everybody for your patience. I'll get around to look at fourth in a minute or two, folks. Nice to see you, Nav and Ethan, by the way. Hello, lovely people. My name's Rocky Outcrop. This is the Synthetics versus Bitcoin chart, SNX Synthetics token. There we go. There we have it. That's what we're going to be taking a look at. Objectives of this video are establish the trend direction, establish the risk management points, establish profit taken. Stay tuned to the very end of the show if you want to get those profit taken targets, of course. If you want to see the risk management stuff, that'll be happening around about the middle. Let's kick off right now. This will only be a few minutes long, so you know it's not much of a challenge. Let's click to watch the whole thing. Let's kick off with the intro clips. Gosh, if I could speak. This is a good time to hit like, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. That's my name, Rocky Outcrop, Crypto Technical Analysis. Join me for it. Join me for it. Hit the like button. Do it. Do it. Join me for a live stream sometime as well if you want to. By the way, then, okay, great, nice one. Let's do stage one. Stage one, establish the trend. As you can see, you in terms of trading what's in front of you, and that's a good tip for everybody. Just trade what's on your screen. Okay, that's ultimately what you're going to end up doing anyway. But being conscious of it is handy. This is sideways price action that we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. This is a 4-hour time frame, Synthetics token versus Bitcoin, and it's very sideways with a massive range. And look at the percentages that you're getting here. From the highs down to these lows, 70% drop off from those lows up to these highs, 266% up. Hence why people prefer to go long than short as a generalization, down 55%, etc. Wow, big moves. Now, let's just see then from a broader perspective, kind of sanitize our thoughts here. Weekly chart, still seems to remain sideways. 2 days time frame, still very much sideways, right? But what can we say about it is that there's a couple of distinct regions. Let's not even make it rely on accuracy overall here. A couple of distinct regions. This is definitely a selling region. This is definitely a buying region. Anywhere in between, well, that's you trying to catch the trend that you're looking at the time. So have we got then, I suppose, a counter trend if you're looking at this as a downward movement over the period of the last however many months? Have we got something coming in at this point here to say in this region that we could be looking at turning around and going towards the upper side? Let's do that using a couple of different tools. First off, in this show today, what I'm doing on all my little clips today is I'm using the Fu Manchu and the official CryptoFace Market Cipher tool here. Now, CryptoFace Market Cipher, the guy is brother. In fact, we're now friends, believe it or not, and that's really fantastic. And here is the real one. A couple of big distinctions I want to make is that, of course, the real one comes with the support in the community and all that sort of stuff, and you're putting your money towards people that came up with it in the first place, etc. Now, the other things that I'll discuss, and I'm going to just actually show you during this episode, a lot of other things that you could be looking at. The other thing that I will discuss is that by and large, the signals that you're getting on it are more or less in the same place. There are a couple of distinctions, and I've pointed them out in the clips today if you watch across all of them. Although you can see with these orange and red dots, or orange and green dots, that you're getting them more or less in the right place. And what we can see here in the 2-day time frame, green dot right here, signal to us though is tempered by the MFI being red. Okay, so this is a counter trend move, the trend being kind of down in terms of MFI, the signal being here. Maybe this is a knife catching zone. Let's actually look at this in a little bit better though. We can see here in terms of the wave that this is the potential for us to have divergence. It's about to be here. Can we get a better look at that though, just by looking at the oscillators that build up the CryptoFace Market Cipher itself? 4-hour Synthetics versus Bitcoin chart, downwards movements here. These are the lows that we had. Bullishly divergent. In terms of the DMI, did we have bullish divergence? Yeah, we did. And the bullish divergence on the stochastics as well, I believe. Is that quite right? Yes, it is. So yeah, bullish divergence at this low. Now we have had a movement towards the top side so far with this nice movement up the way so far, and that's good to see. Oh, these are Heikin-Ashi candles. That's why those charts look so different. My speech slowed down for a split second there. Why was that happening? Well, it's Heikin-Ashi candles, and I was wondering why it looked different. Right, anyway, so 4-hour time frame here, you can see that we've had distinct bullish divergence as well on that one. And but this was 2-hour. I went the wrong way. 2-day time frame here, yeah, bullish divergence as well on this. Now it's not confirmed yet. Now the distinction, clear key point is we're miles away from having had that confirmed. Really, I think we need to take out the 21 EMA and see the prices go above 30 322 to have that kind of taken away from us. But we're on the road towards getting that. Okay, on the road towards getting that confirmed. 4-hour time frame, very much do have it confirmed, and that's looking okay overall. So could we be coming in here for a low? Is this a low risk opportunity for us then to buy into? Perhaps it is. We have to think we have to then think right here in the 4-hour time frame. You know, are we looking at some sort of opportunity for discounts to be brought in mind with regards to this section of the price action? And we could be at a high just here, red dot at the top of the crypto market cipher here in the 4-hour time frame. Let's jump back over here and have a wee look and see. Well, yeah, you know, we are below that 21 EMA in the 4-hour time frame, please. Trish, get it right. Right. So right. So what we're seeing here, we're below the 200. We are above the 50. This would be our range, you know, our distinct range for us to have here on this one. Got gold a cross here between the 18 period moving average and the 36 period. So that's pretty good. Got a little tick around in the stochastics, and we're seeing this little change around here in the DMI with the cross having come in positively here while we're in chop territory overall. So yes, definitely there is a potential for a move at the minute, but I would say that you'd have to be very judicious on your profit taking targets, perhaps only looking up as high as a 3.5% move up here towards the 200 simple period moving average overall if we were to continue to move up the way. And we could indeed see a further decline in the prices, but at this stage maybe we're looking to see that we don't come in for any lower lows overall, and we just did have a bit of a pullback down to the sort of 0.0002961 region from 3.1. So we did have a pullback of around about 7% already. So maybe we've had enough of that. I don't know. It's a dangerous zone for us to be, you know, we don't have the signal right here, right now. The signal did come back a wee while ago, and as again on the other charts, you know, we did have in terms of this bullish divergence and buying into early, etc. Getting the signals perhaps as you were like then breaching the 18 period exponential moving average, etc. So it's not right there right now. Let's jump down the way and kind of try to find out for the right here right now, looking at the 1-hour time frame, do we have something on the go? Well, we could be coming in for a cross overall here, but with the ADX being so low, I'd like to remind people about the volatility, which then ties back to the profit taking targets we were looking at on the higher time frames. And then looking here, saying where our support and resistance is coming in at, let's just draw in a couple of lines then for us and say that it's probably looking up towards that 3.3 area, 0.0003222 actually is really where it's going to have to be at, would be your profit taking target. So anyway, yeah, let's just kind of then continue on with what we were looking at here and make a couple of final assessments. If we do go up, have we gone up enough? And where's this target coming in at? Well, that's 3481 is where the 236 Fibonacci will reside versus the previous moves that we've seen. So that's that. So between 3222 and 341 would be where profit taking is going to be happening at, in that zone right there. That's something to be aware of. But then, of course, if we do get past this zone, really, then we are looking up towards other zones up above, and the initial profit taking target, if we just wanted to kind of mess around and consolidate for a while, would be in at that region. And then where am I looking at afterwards? Well, I probably wouldn't look any higher than the 1272 on this one, just here for just now, really. If we do go past the 100% area. So those would be my three main regions to be looking for. Okay, so profit taking target, if we do get a big trend and move, is going to come in there at 0.0007. Okay, 0.0007. You'd be wise to take some of your profit, 3 profit taking targets for us. I actually think what I'll probably do is make this video again. I was trying to make this like presented it to the audience, you know, to the audience that's not live audience, you know, that one. Unlike what I'm doing right now, where I'm talking directly to the live audience. And I'm dissatisfied with it. It's too much, although I think there's a lot of good educational material in there, and I was trying to go about it in a way that brings a lot of disparate elements together, that I didn't have that superhuman strength in that 5-minute flow there to really accomplish that. I'm not satisfied with it fully, so I'm going to make a clip again at the end of this to do it in the way that sort of give the people what they want way, as well as sort of sneaking in a few vegetables, you know, like that's what I like to do. I'm like the whenever I do give anybody the give them what they want videos, I always sneak some little bit of vegetables in there, you know, like your mum would do, hiding onions in the in your spaghetti sort of thing, right? That's when I try to educate people, even though they might not know what's happening at the time. But I'll just kind of stick around with that sort of thing overall. What's the point of the video that I want to make? Well, first off, let's just do the TA. I'm looking at this one and saying that it's weak at the minute, and if I wanted to push on it for a profit taking target, that I would have to be very judicious on it and take profit somewhere between 0.003 222 and 34 or whatever in this region where I had that 236 box, although I've just moved it by accident in the wrong sort of region. In this region, because that's just where we are right now. If we do get a move off the back of this, then maybe you're going to be looking at it and saying that it's some sort of like descending, broadening wedge or something like that you've got on the go. You know, if we get this move up and it pulls back at that point, and then you're looking up towards where where the inception of this thing was at 38, and it's huge profit taking moves all along the way, depending on how sort of greedy you want to be, because this range that we're looking at is so ridiculously big with hundreds of percent move up. You know, just going up towards that zone that we're talking about there is sort of 10% moves that you could be capturing 7% of, etc. So it really depends on how you want to look at this one. The evolution of this thing could turn into this very easily, with us just returning back up towards our previous highs before then going on up the way. And what would that look like? I mean, it's not going to, these things always overlap, so let me just show you what that would look like. That would look like coming up and testing the 236, having a bit of a pullback or not, then coming up and testing the 382, having a bit of a pullback or not, and then moving on up towards your next targets up the way. Now, if you want to sort of stick this back on linear and then sort of make some sort of claim for this being like a wedge by dragging in previous price action, taking in some of these lows and taking in some of these highs, etc., then what are you looking to overall for this one? And you'd be saying that you'd be looking, you know, let's just call it this, and saying, and this is your breakout, and it's taking up towards the 618, right? I mean, everything always ties together. All roads lead to Rome, which is why on the start of this one I started off by saying that we're in this big range, and if you want to be trading something and you're looking for something to trade over the period of the next, you know, month, this was probably a fairly good bet for you, providing we stay outside of these regions down below, that zone that I had at the bottom, which I then subsequently removed from the charts. Okay, so it all ties together. That's what I'm looking at with this one. So let's try and fit that together in a way that makes sense to the casual viewer that'll help them out. Okay, in the style of MM crypto.